Hey, I want to talk about Chris Sales for a second, and hear me out. I don't want this to be any disrespect to him. So I'm not talking about him, the person. I'm talking about the type of creator he is. Not gonna lie, I don't know how to not say this without sounding disrespectful. Chris Sales is the definition of a creator I don't want to be. You can see how that sounds disrespectful. Hear me out. The way you blow up on social media matters so much, and like, I understood that. One of my biggest things early on, and like, that's one of my biggest goals is, I would not like to blow up off of relationship channels. Like, I don't want to do that. Hear me out. I would much rather prefer to do the long route, build my own community at first, and bring somebody along after that. But starting out with a group channel, you out your mind. What makes it worse is, one, a lot of the group channels, there are very rare cases where most of the audience isn't for her. Not really for you. And don't misunderstand, I actually don't think Chris Sales is all that entertaining himself anyways, but his situation is even worse because if you do her wrong in the relationship, which he did, he cheated, and she find a way to take all her frustrations out on you, because boy, she dropped about 2 of them, like 2 songs, crazy viral, and they were actually good songs. And like, those songs weren't YouTube songs, those were songs. So now, it ain't even just her audience bashing you, it's the world bashing you. And then anytime you wanna go back to content creation, you're still getting hounded and harassed to this day for being her ex. I want y'all to hear me out on this. You know how crazy it is when the first thing you see about you on Google is that you're somebody else's ex? I ain't gonna lie, we're pushing on almost a decade of them being broken up, and I still see them refer to Chris Sales as Queen's ex. That's crazy, gang. You can see how I say that wouldn't be the kind of creator I wouldn't want to have my name so attached to somebody else's in my career field. You feel me? Like, that is crazy. Like, it's one thing if it's a group channel, and group channels are like one thing where still one person can dominate the group. I would say RDC is like a definition of that, but like, they still have their own individual talents and they're still good in their own respective things. But I feel like Mark still clears as the #1 there. But hear me out, like, they can all separate in a way and still be valued creators. In a relationship channel, it's so intimate, and I feel like 90% of relationship channels are dominated on the woman's side. You break up with her, that is the end of your career. That's why I would much rather go the DDG route. I'm not gonna hold you. Have your own channel, start out like that, then start bringing on women. Because if they leave, you still got your community, you still got the people that rock with you, you still got your gang, you feel me? And then you come across extreme cases like Halle Bailey, and I'm not gonna hold you. They were trying to bully that man for the longest. But luckily, he had his own community. I'm saying, you can see what I'm trying to tell you. The Chris Sales route is the worst way you can do content creation. Because I promise you, if you don't got your own community, you're gonna get bullied. I promise you. They still troll this man to this day on Twitter. To this day. But at the moment, I think that's everything I can talk about with the Chris Sales type. Please, if Chris Sales ever, I don't know if I'll ever be that big on YouTube, but if he does ever see this video, do not take this as disrespect. I mean the type of creator that you just so happen to be, not you as a person. I don't know you. Please don't misunderstand that. Because I do think you got the dark end of a stick. You did cheat, but like, you don't need to be bullied for a decade about cheating. Gang. It's life. Things happen. Yeah, if you do like this video, like, subscribe, comment, things of that nature. Better off being a DDG than a Chris Sales. I'm not gonna lie.